Hey, this is Decimal, and today I want to jam with you guys, but I want to do something a little bit different. I'm going to talk about the workflow and some ideas. We'll take the jam from the ground up. So if that sounds interesting, why don't you stick around? So first of all, right now I'm playing some chords on the Nymphs by Dreadbox. I like the way that the Nymph sounds, and something interesting that's happening over here is that it's going into the poly effects digit and it's adding additional reverb. So if you guys can hear that, so this is it bypassed, no additional reverb, additional reverb. So another thing I have in this setup as well is a Digitone. Digitone is really great. I actually like using the Digitone as a drum machine more than anything. I like the Electron workflow when it comes to adding drums. So I have the Digitone as well. And for this jam, interesting enough, the Digitone and the Nymphs are not connected. Now there is a way to send keyboard information into the Digitone and have the Digitone being like the main brain of this jam and then sending information to the Nymphs, but I'm not doing that in this setup because I want to do a bit of live playing. And then it's all going through here to my mixer by Behringer. So I have a left and right channel for the Digitone, which is going into the left and right channel here on the mixer, and then I have the what is this? Is the headphone out? Yeah, so I have the headphone out going into the pedals, and then I have a cable here that's taking, so the outputs from the poly effects digit are actually coupled. 4 mono inputs, 4 mono outputs, or 2 stereo inputs, or 2 stereo outputs. So they're coupled. So I have a cable here that starts off as stereo, but then will break off into 2 mono cables. And I have that left and right channel over here as well, and it's all being controlled by the mixer. So one of the things I want to do too is, why don't we get some drums? I have, you know, a starting idea. I like these chords, but maybe let's add a little something, you know? I'm almost thinking that I can use this kick instead of as a kick. I can use it just as a noise effect. So just to explain really quickly what I did is I'm using that kick as sort of background noise. The Digitone doesn't have a noise generator, but some FM effects can get really noisy. So it's adding an extra layer to the sound design, I guess you can say. So I basically was using the live recording feature, and all these yellow bars here are basically automations for the filter. So this one here that's highlighted is when the note triggers, and all these, like if I go to the other page, you just see all this yellow. All these yellow buttons, highlighted buttons, are just saying, like, you know, manipulate the filter in a certain way. So we got this going. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking this note here and then just repeating it in the bass line. just by adding that layer of bass, it adds a little bit of oomph. And I'm basically taking, I don't know if it's called the root note. My music theory ain't that great, so I'm not sure if this is the root note of the chord, so if that's the root note, but I don't know. I'm very intuitive when it comes to playing. I like, you know, when things sound okay, that's when I'm like, okay, if it sounds okay, we're good to go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my workflow and explanation on how I like to jam. Not everything needs to be MIDI synced, you know? Sometimes it's nice to just play on the keyboard and let ideas flow. This is Decimal, and thank you for watching.